Amidst the rising Omicron fear, India has reported 2 fresh cases of new variant, taking tally to 4. The third case was detected in Gujarat's Jamnagar on Saturday, whereas the fourth case was reported in Mumbai. Karnataka on high alert as it's reported 2 cases of the new variant. BBMP has traced the 10 passengers who came from South Africa and went missing after arrival in Bengaluru. Union Health Ministry has written to states and union territories asking them to take necessary steps to prevent the transmission of the mutated virus. States and UTs have been asked to test, track, treat and stop the spread. The Health Ministry's move is coming after weekly positivity and death rate has witnessed a spike in a few states. Health Ministry has also asked the states and UTs to check international travelers thoroughly and monitor emerging hotspots.
ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆಗತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಈಗ 9 ಜನ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾರಂತ ಹೌದಾ ಸರ್ 9 ಜನ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾರಂತ ಹೌದಾ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಾಗಿದೆ ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲಾಗಿದೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ
महिला रुग्ण जो केप टाउन साउथ अफ्रीका से दुबई होते हुए दिल्ली और मुंबई आया वह 33 इयर्स ओल्ड व्यक्ति आज ओमाइक्रॉन पॉजिटिव उसके रिपोर्ट आए हैं। उनके कॉन्टैक्ट्स में जो भी लोग आए थे जैसा कि हाई रिस्क कॉन्टैक्ट जो क्लोज लोग होते हैं घर के और लो रिस्क कॉन्टैक्ट सभी की जांच की गई है और वे सभी नेगेटिव हैं।
India's fourth Omicron variant of COVID-19 case is found in Maharashtra, which is very near to Mumbai in Dombivli area. The 33-year-old passenger came from South Africa's Cape Town via Dubai and Delhi to Mumbai. When his COVID-19 test was done, he was found positive. The further investigation found the Omicron variant in the COVID-19 test. Now, a total of 13 high-risk contacts were traced and another 22 low-risk contacts were traced and all were found to be tested negative for COVID-19. Very importantly, there were 25 people along with this particular person who travelled from Delhi to Mumbai. All were traced out and all were found tested negative for COVID-19. More contact tracing is being done by the officials. With camera person Hemant, this is Saurav Vakhtania in Mumbai for India Today.
Let's now take a look at Omicron cases in India in detail. First up, in Karnataka, 66-year-old foreigner tested positive. The foreigner arrived in Bengaluru from South Africa on 20th of November. There are 24 primary contacts and 240 secondary contacts, and the contact tracing has been done. Left India to travel to Dubai. 46-year-old health worker. This is what we're talking about. No travel history whatsoever. 13 primary contacts and 270 secondary contacts have been traced. 72-year-old tested positive in the state of Gujarat. Arrived in Gujarat's Jamnagar from Zimbabwe on 2nd of December. The patient is fully vaccinated. Let's go to Maharashtra and see next. 33-year-old in Maharashtra tested positive. Arrived from South Africa on 24th of November. Is a resident of Dombivli in Mumbai. And here's the catch. The patient is unvaccinated. India recorded its 4th case of Omicron virus on Saturday in Maharashtra. This comes after another case was recorded in Gujarat's Jamnagar. With the new variant on the prowl, states are stepping up precautions and introducing stricter guidelines. Here is how different states are preparing at the moment.
Omicron variant scare looms large over India. The newly mutated strain has sparked global fears, and India is no exception to this. On Saturday, both Maharashtra as well as Gujarat reported their first Omicron cases, taking the total confirmed cases in the country to 4. Mumbai reported its first case of the African variant. A 33-year-old man who arrived from Cape Town on November 24th through Delhi has tested positive for Omicron. He is a resident of Dombivli. 12 of the passengers' high-risk contacts have tested negative. The Aghadi government has already mandated 7-day home quarantine for all foreign travellers coming from at-risk countries. The BMC on Saturday came out with new guidelines to supervise such international travellers. As per the new guidelines, the CEO of the Mumbai International Airport will send a list of foreign passengers to BMC's disaster management cell, who will forward it to the war room, keeping a tab on these international travellers. The war room team will also take daily health updates from those in home quarantine.
Any violation of these home quarantine rules will lead to legal action against the traveler, and also he will be sent or she will be sent to compulsory institutional quarantine. BMC has said that to control this Omicron variant spread in Mumbai, because so that the cases of this variant does not increase in the city, these new guidelines have been put in place.
Earlier on Saturday, a 72-year-old man also tested positive for Omicron in Gujarat, who came from Zimbabwe via South Africa. The new variant has pushed the states across the country to step up COVID preparedness and restrictions. The Bombay government has now issued fresh guidelines after 2 cases of Omicron were reported in Karnataka last week. Only fully vaccinated people are allowed in public places. Not more than 500 people will be allowed at weddings, meetings and conferences. Events in educational institutes like festivals have been suspended till January 15.
Compulsory testing of health workers, old person above 65 years and persons with comorbidity will be undertaken by the government. The entry to mall, cinema theatre shall be allowed only the person who have vaccinated with 2 doses of COVID vaccine 19.
The government has also decided that any cases, about 3 cases in be it apartment, hostels, schools, will be defined as clusters and henceforth. It was up to 10 cases, but now it has been reduced to anything above 3 cases will be considered as cluster, and sample checking, random sample checking, especially in hostels, schools and colleges, will be taken up by the government.
The administration is trying to trace the first Omicron patient who escaped after taking a COVID negative certificate from a private lab. Government has also promised to track down 10 missing returnees who arrived in Bengaluru with a travel history from South Africa. Delhi is also on its guard after 12 passengers from at-risk countries were found to be COVID positive at the airport. They are under observation at the LNJP hospital.
बाहर के देशों से जो फ्लाइट्स आ रही हैं उनके आने वाले सभी यात्रियों का 100% लोगों का आरटीपीसीआर टेस्ट किया जा रहा है और उनको बिना टेस्ट के नहीं जाने दिया जाए। जिग्नोम सीक्वेंसेस लैब में चल रही है। दिल्ली सरकार की 2 लैब्स हैं, ILBS में और LNJP में, दोनों जगह चल रही हैं और उसकी रिपोर्ट 1-2 दिन में आनी स्टार्ट हो जाएंगी।
At the airports, there are guidelines which have been put in place for those passengers who are coming from the countries which are not in the high-risk category. They have to update their data on the Arogya Setu app, which means that the government is keeping a very close eye on all international passengers.
In neighbouring Rajasthan, 9 members of a family tested positive for COVID after 4 of them have returned from a trip to South Africa. Their samples have been sent for genome sequencing. Having learned devastating lessons from the second wave, states are determined not to repeat past mistakes and are taking no chances in tackling the new COVID strain, Omicron. And the focus is once again on testing and tracking. With Aishwarya Paliwal in Delhi, Mustafa Sheikh in Mumbai and Nagarjun Dwarkanath in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today.
In an exclusive conversation with India Today at Agenda Aaj Tak, BJP National President JP Nadda assured of winning more than 300 seats in the upcoming UP polls. He set aside rumors that the party will be fighting UP polls under the leadership of Yogi Adityanath, hinting that he's going to be the chief minister if the BJP comes into power again. He also did not mince words. He attacked Priyanka Gandhi. He attacked Akhilesh Yadav as well. JP Nadda said Akhilesh can compromise national interests for the sake of votes. Listen to what all he said.
ये अखिलेश जी का जो चैलेंज आप सब लोग कहते हैं, मैं ये मानता हूं कि ये जितने भी वंशवाद के प्रोडक्ट हैं, ये सब सुपरफिशियल थिंकिंग रखते हैं और ये सब लोग सतही तौर पर ही विचार रखते हैं।
कहीं आप ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया के बारे में तो
नहीं, मैं अखिलेश के बारे में बोल रहा हूं। मैं उन लोगों के बारे में बोल रहा हूं जो वंशवाद के दृष्टि से निकल करके आए हैं। और मैं ये भी कहना चाहता हूं कि ये लोग सतही तौर पर सोचते हैं, सुपरफिशियल सोचते हैं, वोटों की झड़बड़ी में रहते हैं और वोट आने के लिए क्या कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ किया जा सकता है, चाहे वो नेशनल इंटरेस्ट के साथ कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ हो, तो उसके लिए भी तैयार रहते हैं। ये मानसिकता जो है, इसको मैं बहुत ही चिंताजनक मानता हूं और मैं इसको एक चैलेंज मानता हूं, और मैं अखिलेश जी को भी उनकी पार्टी के लिए और उनके लिए खुद को वो चैलेंज है, ये मैं मानता हूं।
5 राज्य में से कितना जीतेंगे? यूपी का आपने कह दिया है, हमने रिकॉर्ड करके रख लिया 300 प्लस सीटें। इलेक्शन के बाद इंटरव्यू में
बिहार में भी मुझे रिकॉर्ड किया था। मैं एक ही बात कहना चाहूँगा, हम जहाँ सरकार में हैं वहाँ हम सरकार बना रहे हैं। गोवा, उत्तराखंड, उत्तर प्रदेश, मणिपुर और पंजाब में बहुत अच्छा वातावरण बन रहा है। दिन प्रतिदिन वातावरण अच्छा हो रहा है, उसको हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे।
5 राज्यों में से कितने मिलेंगे? बस आखिर
4 तो हम आ ही रहे हैं, और 5वें में हमारा वातावरण अच्छा बन रहा है, हम जरूर आगे बढ़ेंगे।
योगी जी ही अगले मुख्यमंत्री बनेंगे ना, अगर जीत हासिल होती है तो?
देखिए, हम उनके नेतृत्व में चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं और उनके नेतृत्व में ही हमको आगे जाना है, और इस बात को मोहर पार्लियामेंट्री बोर्ड लगाती है, लेकिन उनके नेतृत्व में हम जा रहे हैं।
और बीजेपी जीती तो?
जी।
आपका मन यही है ना, वही बनेंगे ना?
होना यही है।
अच्छा, यही होना।
हाँ, उनके नेतृत्व में हम लड़ रहे हैं, बिल्कुल उनके नेतृत्व में लड़ रहे हैं, और उनके ही नेतृत्व में पार्टी सरकार में आ रही है।
Today's good news is from Jamshedpur, where a group of extraordinary women have taken up the task of conserving the local forest. They call themselves Siti Gang, as they use whistles to communicate in the forest. Here's more.
Meet the Siti Gang. This group of nature lovers from Jamshedpur have taken up forest conservation as a life mission. The Green Brigade is mostly women.
सिटी लेके, हथियार लेके, तीर धनुष लेके।
कैसे होता है? सिटी से कैसे सिग्नल होता है?
सिटी बजा देने से वो लोग जानते हैं कि इधर आ गया चोर, ये लोग को पकड़ेंगे हम लोग।
Armed with swords, sticks, bow and arrow for self-defense against animals, the women head to the forest every morning to stop any illegal felling of trees. A whistle is enough to converge the group at one place within minutes.
एक बार ऐसा सिटी बजा देंगे तो उन लोग जान जाएगा कि उधर है, तब उन लोग दौड़ करके आएगा इधर, तो हम लोग चोर को घेरते हैं, घेर करके पकड़ते हैं।
The highlight of the Siti Gang is their 100-year-old leader, Rajpani Mishra. This sword-wielding centurion hasn't lost her fighting instinct despite her advanced age.
কত বয়স তোমার?
100 পেরাই গেছে।
কি করতে আসো জঙ্গল?
হ্যাঁ,
জঙ্গল কি করতে আসো?
জঙ্গল আসবো না, তোমরা বলেছো দেখতে, তো দেখবো না।
জঙ্গল বাঁচাতে হবে।
হ্যাঁ, মারবো সালা করে।
The offenders are taken to the village. First-time offenders are left with a warning, and repeat offenders are fined 5,000 rupees per tree. With Anup Sinha in Jamshedpur, Bureau Report, India Today.